Hey guys, so you've mastered the concept of simple inequalities, so now you get to learn about compound inequalities. So compound inequalities are exactly what they sound like. So if you think of the word compound, you think of like multiple parts. So like the compound word fire truck would have two words in it, the word fire and the word truck. Or like a compound sentence would have two independent clauses in it put together. So all of that is compound. So that's exactly what a compound inequality is. It's just a sentence with two inequality statements joined by either the word or the word and. So for and, that would mean that both inequalities are true. So an example of that would be like x is greater than 7 and x is less than 15. You can think of a number that is greater than 7 and less than 15. So like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all of those would fall into this range, including like 11.5 and 10.5. All of those would be greater than 7 and less than 15. So what do you think this would look like on a graph? If we were to graph x is greater than 7, we would put an open circle on 7 and shade to the right. And if we were to graph x is less than 15, we would put an open circle on 15 and shade to the left. So x is greater than 7 and x is less than 15 would be shaded just like this, where we have an open circle on 7, we do shade to the right, and then an open circle on 15, and we do shade to the left, but we stop at the other number, so we only shade between. One way that we could write this is to put the x in the middle is greater than 7 because the alligator mouth is still eating the x, and then is less than 15 because the alligator mouth is still eating the 15. So as long as your symbols are affecting x the same way, you could write it as one big inequality like this. So and inequalities are always shaded between the two numbers because all of your solutions would be in this area right here that falls between 7 and 15. The other type of compound inequalities would be an or inequality. So in an or inequality, only one of the inequalities has to be true for x. Either one of them could be true. So an example of an or inequality would be like x is less than -5 or x is greater than 3. So there's no number that can be less than -5 and greater than 3. It would have to be or because numbers that are less than -5 cannot be greater than -3. So that would look like this. So where we have an open circle on -5 and shade to the left, and an open circle on 3 and shade to the right. So or inequalities go in opposite directions, as you can see, because a number cannot be, any of these numbers that are between these do not apply to greater than 3 or less than -5. So let's see if you can graph the ones that are listed below. So I want you to try graphing the ones below, and then there will be another video with the solutions.